You are now entering Now Chat.
Hey everybody, what's up? We are back here with episode 7. It's me, Cameron, along with James, Caleb, and Eric. It's just us four tonight, so it'll be pretty awesome. From what I've heard, Caleb has a question for all of us.
Well, you heard wrong.
Oh,
Bruh.
okay.
Nah, I'm just messing. No, so the question that I want to propose, it's a little personal, okay?
Oh.
But I think it's a pretty good question. Just here's what I'm thinking. So I want you to think of like one of the biggest mistakes that you've made in the past year.
Oh my god. Why?
And how would you remedy it, and what would you have done differently?
Going back to college.
It's actually pretty funny.
Oh my god.
So how would you remedy that?
Not going back to college. I feel like I'm paying my college $5,000 so that I can buy a $100 textbook so I can teach myself the stuff, and paying $5,000 to learn.
True though, actually.
That's kinda
wrong.
Only a few professors actually teach.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah. I think my biggest mistake was sticking with Michigan State during COVID instead of going to a school that at least offered some in person, because I wasted a lot of money.
That was really hard on you.
Still behind. Yeah, it was just hard on me overall. That was really rough.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. I came back here and I have a lot of friends up here, but I don't have you guys. So,
Aww.
nothing
I'm
like
so
you guys.
touched. I'm so
Yeah.
touched.
You know what really sucks?
What?
He also doesn't have us. So what were you saying, Caleb?
I just wanted to hear from everyone else, like if
Yeah.
college was your genuine one.
I can tell you what my biggest mistake was.
Okay.
Gonna be dumb.
Not going to France and becoming a sommelier. A sommelier. I don't know the pronunciation for it.
Oh, actually, that's not dumb. Actually, I kind of agree with
It's
Eric.
the people that pair wine with food, or you can like pair cheese with food, and you just get paid to work at a restaurant and pair wine with food. You go to France for like 2 years, learn how to do it, and then you come back to America and work in like Chicago or New York or something, and just make like pretty good money.
Yeah.
That was my biggest mistake this year.
Do you get paid really well?
Yeah.
It can be as you rank up and stuff.
Yeah, it depends on where you work, but
True.
make it pretty high up, you make decent money.
Was
Was
I talking to one of you guys on the phone the other day about how much waiters make?
Yes, yeah, I was talking with you because my family went to like a really nice restaurant a couple months back, and I was just thinking to myself, like, how much are these waiters making? Because they got to be making bank.
Bank, dude. Cheesecake Factory bank, bro.
I mean, yeah, because like, what the demand for waiters right now is super high because a ton of people are going to restaurants now.
It's crazy. So like, I work at a restaurant and I work at a wedding venue, and we just can't find people. Like we're dying for people to apply, and we hire like 99% of people who apply.
Bro,
like,
for real.
Yeah.
For real. There are people that should not be working there that are.
Yeah. My wedding catering job, we actually have to get temps. We work with a temp agency, and so we have to actually get temps to work because we just don't have enough people, and half the time they don't show up.
Man, you know how nice it is hearing the word, like the letter S sound, come out of James's mouth and not have it blow in the mic. You know how easy this post-production is gonna be?
All of last episode.
Dude, it was so bad. This is so nice, James. I'm so happy you got a new mic.
Me too. Yeah.
I'm loving the sounds I'm hearing right now.
So, Caleb, what was your biggest mistake, and how would you remedy that?
Oh gosh, I wasn't expecting this to come back to me. I was really hoping we were just gonna go on rabbit trails.
There's
the whole
4
time.
of us.
There's not many of us.
That's fair. I was expecting more. That's fine.
You can expect Eric to not be able to count to 4, but
It's true. It's kind of
I
true.
mean, what does that mean? What does that mean?
I mean,
Garrett, explain that to me. Okay, explain that. Just because I got a 2 on AP Calc and
Ooh.
4, the number that comes after that doesn't mean anything, bro.
A number.
I didn't even catch that.
Of course you didn't, because you're dense, bro.
Hey, I got a 4 on calculus.
I got a 4 on calculus,
And
guys.
then I didn't go
shut
to
the
my
frick up.
college calculus
You're
class
so loud.
for 2
holy
straight
cow.
months.
one must not count to 3, nor to 5.
Wow.
What?
Nobody got
So
it.
Caleb.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. Caleb, yeah.
Ooh, biggest mistake. I don't know. I make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Bruh. I'd probably say it's weird because it's not really a mistake because I don't regret what I did, but in some ways I wish I would have done it differently. In that, like, so over the summer I like served with this ministry, helping out high school kids, right? And I don't regret serving. Like, that was a great experience. What I do regret, and I think considered to probably be my biggest mistake of this past year, because I'm broke now, was not fundraising and like actually getting funds to go. I
Ooh.
kind of just went.
Yeah.
With the money I had, and that just was not smart, and especially because I wasn't working over the summer, and so I literally spent my whole summer doing that, and then I didn't work, and so now I'm going into college and I don't have a ton of money, and yeah, it's just made life really difficult going through all that, and yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
have
need a
started.
job.
You need
Yeah, if you need a job.
We
Yeah,
know where you
yeah.
can get one.
I know 2 places that you could apply for and get it.
Mhm.
I'll think about it.
Get
Yeah, I've been door dashing, so
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
seriously?
gonna consider door dashing
Yeah.
too here, just so I can buy a Nintendo Switch and the mic that you guys have, and then stop door dashing after that.
Bruh.
Dude, that's what
Bruh.
DoorDash is for, to make a bunch of quick, easy money and then stop. Just like
I
Amazon, dude.
remember-
Just like Amazon.
I don't know if that's true.
Dude,
at all.
I went to Amazon, made $2,000 and left. That's exactly what happened there. And you know it because you did the same thing.
I did the exact same thing. Dipped,
Yeah,
bro.
I think I worked there long enough to make like $600.
Oh my! Oh yeah, you worked there for
You
less
worked
than
there
2
for
weeks,
5
right?
days.
Just enough
4,
to get taxed. Just enough to get
Yeah.
taxed.
Just enough to
and
get
then
taxed.
you're like,
Yep,
my
worked at
gosh.
Amazon for 4 days. I did my time.
nah, you
Dude,
get taxed.
I
Yeah,
stole.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I did at the end of my shifts, or at
You
like the end of
stole?
my last shift. You know how you could get those free stuff out of the vending machines there, like the wrenches and the razors and the jackets.
Yeah.
I just got one of everything and then left,
Wow.
That's funny.
just because I could. Like, what are they gonna do? Say
You're
no,
gonna do that to Jeff, bro?
dude? I'm gonna do it to Jeff.
He's trying to use that money to go to the moon, bro. You're stealing from someone trying to go to the moon.
Dude.
Instead of
Wait, what?
serial killers, we talk about our favorite cereals.
Lucky Charms.
Special K with strawberries.
No, Crave. Oh my gosh, Crave cereal. Have you had it?
No, I actually
Why
haven't.
we're actually talking about this right now?
Have you had? Okay, shut up. Have you had Crave
Eric's a
cereal? or not?
serial killer because
I
he
have
kills
not.
Crave.
Dude, oh my gosh, dude.
I personally think
Cameron,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is probably the
Shut
best.
up, dude. Crave. No, Cameron, have you had Crave?
No, I've
It's with
never
a
had
K.
Crave.
Why? It's so good. Oh my gosh, bro. I haven't had
Honestly-
it in so long. Yeah, see, Logan knows what's up. It's
I
so
love-
good.
I love how you're.
Eric, gotta
I love how you're
quiet
saying how
down,
good this is, and yet
jeez.
none of us know what this is. Like,
Bro,
Eric.
I want Eric to host a podcast where all he talks about is how good Crave cereal is.
So
not
it's,
even.
it's like these little like it's just
We
real
know what it
chocolate
is. We know what it
inside, and-
is.
oh my
Oh,
god.
that stuff.
Kellogg's, dude.
Kellogg's,
Oh
dude.
my
Oh, I
God.
see it. I see it.
All right, question.
Okay.
Before we jump into serial killers, do you guys have a Camera's Toilet Talk topic for the week?
Yeah. Crave
Oh.
cereal.
All right, well,
I can talk about
either
that all
whether
day
you do
long.
or you don't, I'm gonna go. It's Cameron's Toilet Talk time.
Oh.
Wait, can this
Oh.
also be Eric's toilet
Oh.
talk? Because I kind of gotta. Yeah, I'll be right
Oh yeah, me and James.
It's
can
the
just talk.
group
Okay.
toilet talk.
Alright.
Yeah, we got
Alright.
it. We got it.
All
We
right,
got
me
it.
and James got it. Okay, so
Yeah.
welcome to the Simeon in the podcast, where we talk about Cameron's toilet
This is called Cameron's Toilet Talk. This is part of the show where we talk about Cameron and what he's doing on the toilet, or something about Cameron. Okay, do you have a topic for this?
No, I
Okay.
seriously did not.
What are 3
No.
words that you think best describe Cameron?
Oh gosh.
You can use verbs or derogatory terms.
I would have to go with pumped.
Okay.
Wait, I got this. Don't even sweat it. Pumped, pumping, and to pump. You can describe that or take that as you will. But those are my words.
That's amazing. No, I have to fully agree with you on this.
I'm just saying. Like, I could go into detail on why each one of those makes sense.
Okay, hold on. I have a better one, actually, I just thought of.
Okay.
What do you actually think of Cameron's tattoos?
I think most of them look actually really good,
Okay.
except for the one on his shoulder. I don't understand it. And he keeps saying that it has a meaning, but every time he explains it to me, he explains it like, yeah, someday it'll have a meaning. And I'm just like, that's not a meaning.
Is that the compass?
No, that's like the Avengers symbol one.
Oh, the quote unquote not Avengers.
Yeah,
quote
the
one?
quote unquote. Yes, exactly. So it's like,
I've returned.
oh,
Yeah, no, I think
Good.
I actually kind of agree with you, Caleb.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of based off of like a certain celebrity and wanting to emulate that.
yeah,
Um,
probably.
Wait, what are you talking
You,
about?
you know
Nothing,
which
nothing.
celebrity I'm talking about?
I think I can picture it.
Like, come on, it's obvious what celebrity.
Okay.
All right, anyway, yeah. So it's probably based on that, but yeah, no, I think I kind of agree with you.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cool.
I'm curious
Eric
as to
back?
what you were talking about. Eric is not back. Is this the first toilet talk I get to participate in?
Yes. What are 3 words that describes Eric?
Oh my. Moron.
Would you
yeah,
prefer- moronic, and to moron.
dude, Cameron, you're gonna crack up when you listen to
I'm
this.
I'm so scared, dude. Dude.
Oh, that's great.
All right,
That
wait. Are we
is,
actually? Do I actually have to think of 3 words to describe Eric?
No,
Yeah,
you already
do
got
it.
it.
I mean
Oh.
that
I
works.
already
if
got
you
it?
want.
No, if you want to do it,
Yeah.
yeah, okay,
Oh.
go for it.
I get an A.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, is he back?
Shawty.
All
All
right.
right, that works. All right.
All right. So time to go into the
Hey.
amazing topic.
Can I, before we jump in,
Yeah.
can I say something? Okay.
Shawty. What?
So just before we jump in, I really do want to say, like, what we're about to talk about can be sensitive. And we are about to talk about some really heavy stuff. Some of it's really heavy, some of it we might laugh about, but it's, for the most part, it's like actually serious crimes that are like super messed up most of the time. And so I don't know. I felt like when I was thinking about this, I was like, some people, I just figured I'd put kind of a sort of pseudo warning, for some people, because yeah, this can be a sensitive topic.
Yeah. Awesome.
That was it.
All right. Well, diving.
Yeah, that's actually probably good to add that.
Diving into here, do we want to invite Rex into the stage and let her talk about some serial killer stuff with us for a little while?
let's start off with Rex. I'm curious what she has to say.
All right, I'm inviting Rex to speak. Hello, Rex.
Oh God.
Welcome to the Now Chat podcast. How are you?
I'm great, except for my ears. That was loud. I'm wearing AirPods.
Awesome.
This is insane to me.
AirPods, 1%er.
Wow. Eric,
What
I
is
live
this?
in the most
This
rural
off.
part of Georgia, and this was a Christmas present. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. AirPods are like super, like everybody has them now.
I just bought my 3rd pair of OnePlus buds because I lost
Bro.
2 pairs already.
Bruh.
Cameron is
Yeah.
actually the 1%.
Hey, to be fair,
the rich will stay rich, dude. Cameron's the
you know what? Anyway, serial killers, because I'm about to kill all 3 of you. Not you, Rex. You're fine.
Hey, yo, that's on recording, bro.
If we die, it's Cameron.
Yeah, for real.
Dang. Okay. Rex, what do you know about serial killers? I'll let you kind of talk first, because personally, I don't know all that much.
Which ones?
Oh God, all of them, any
Oh.
of them. Your favorite one?
Who's your favorite? Yeah, that's
Yeah, who's your favorite?
That's so.
That's
so
the kind of
bad.
question is who's your favorite serial killer? But yeah, who is your favorite?
Who's yeah.
Do I just
Oh.
like a single one or like multiple?
If you had to meet one,
That's
Yeah.
so
If you
stupid.
okay, if you could like meet someone, one of them with like a glass screen between you two, so like you're all good, but you're just like curious to delve into their brain, like why they did what they did, how they did what they did, and stuff like that. So like, who would you want to?
You're a
who would you wanna meet?
reporter, and you
Okay.
want to.
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
do
with mine, I
Gacy.
probably wouldn't need
Sorry.
a glass screen or a screen at all.
Oh, what? Who is it?
Aline Warnos. She murdered 7 men
Oh my
because of her
gosh.
trauma.
Oh, wait, what's her name?
Aline Warnos.
Aline.
How do you spell that?
Oh, I found it.
Aileen.
Oh, I see.
Aline Warnes.
Oh, this was recent. Oh, not maybe recent. Kind of recent.
I mean,
Oh, there's
30
gonna
years
be a
ago.
movie about. There's gonna be a movie about her.
There's already a movie about her.
Oh, what?
Interesting.
So explain, like, I
Peyton
don't know.
List is Alina Warman.
That's what I'm seeing.
Warnes. Yeah, tell us next.
Yeah, tell us more about her.
Tell us more about Peyton List.
Spit out my water.
Well, I believe it was due to her trauma from her father, and that's
Was
why she doesn't trust men.
Was it like abuse?
Yes,
Ah, okay.
but
Jeez.
she only killed 7,
Yeah,
and
I
she
was.
did take the death penalty willingly.
Wow,
What?
that's crazy.
Yeah, there's a whole interview, and she's like, "Give me the death penalty, I'll take it. I don't care." Yeah,
Wow, that's
it's on YouTube.
So from what I can tell, so I think she claimed that all of her I'm gonna use homicides. All the homicides were committed in self-defense. That's what she said.
Yes.
All 7. If that's true, then like I don't know, kudos to her. I guess. I mean, I don't like support killing people, but like
Some of her quotes are
self-defense.
kind of sus, though.
wait.
Yeah,
what
I'm
are-
the
I
one
mean-
who seriously hates human life and would kill again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Plus,
God.
there's like
I
side
robbed
of
them and I
them.
killed them as cold as ice, and I would do it again. And I know I would kill
Jeez.
another person because I've hated humans for a long time.
All right,
Oh
no,
my
I take back what I said.
gosh.
Nah, that's.
I think
Go ahead, Rex.
I think she's also isn't she also the one where she was like, "I'm gonna come back on like this date in this month" or something like that. I think that's
Yeah, it's
another
kinda-
one of her quotes.
It's kind of
Oh.
spooky.
That's creepy.
Little
I
spooky.
don't like
That's
that.
a little creepy.
A little spooky.
Cameron's gonna be freaking out
Dude,
today.
I'm already freaked. I'm not
Be up
sleeping
all
tonight.
night.
Cameron's not gonna be able to go.
What kind of questions would you ask her?
Like if it was like a private room, like just us two, like no cameras and microphones and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you were
like
on a podcast.
okay, like why, and for what reasons, and where?
And where?
The location that
location?
she killed him.
No, like if like it was because most of her victims were guys. Like, where did you meet them? I'm assuming bars and like gas
Oh.
stations.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean-
Where did you like meet them, and then like where did you take them?
I mean, generally by definition, a serial killer is someone that's like random killings, right? Usually,
No.
I mean, there's
No.
sometimes some kind of pattern, but
well, a lot of the weird serial killers
Have motives.
Yeah, and like they
Yeah.
meet people at bars to try to like see their personality a little bit, and if it matches any of the things that like
okay.
trigger the
They
"I'm
hate-
gonna kill you," then they kill
So-
you.
Just because I am the type of person that likes terms defined like to a full extent. Like a serial killer is typically a person who murders 3 or more people, usually in a service of abnormal psychological gratification of some type.
Yes, and
There's
so
more
not
to that,
necessarily,
but-
not necessarily random, but yes.
Yeah,
For
but-
there's oh,
Kills
what was
in
it?
succession.
some people will kill if the face like resembles a certain pattern, and they'll do it like subconsciously, like the face will have a similar pattern to it from someone in their past, and that's why they murder them.
Yeah, I watched a Criminal Minds episode where this guy was murdering women that looked like his wife because his wife divorced him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a case of not a case. There was a guy in New York. I don't even know if they ever caught him. I only heard a snippet of it again on the infographic show on YouTube, because that's where all of my serial killer knowledge comes from. But he would only kill girls like who had a certain color hair.
Mm-hmm.
And it was because his mother had the same color hair and she like abused him as a child. And it was like, oh, it's like a psychological connection where it's like, it's kind of scary, not gonna lie.
That's so weird.
Freaks me out a little bit.
Everything.
Yeah, I don't like that. Hey, yeah, but I always go back to like that psychological gratification, right? Like most serial killers get some sort of, it's almost like a drug, in some cases, where it's like literally they just get this gratification. Sometimes it's sexual, sometimes it's not. But like literally, it's, I don't know. It's like the first time is always the best, and so they're trying to get that high from the first killing. Sometimes.
Yeah. Kind of what we talked about
a lot of times
earlier. Delayed gratification.
It all comes full circle.
What do you think is our motive for being? Because like you check out Netflix and stuff, and there's like specials and documentaries and stuff like that. What do you think is our motive of being so interested and fascinated with serial killers?
See how their mind works.
Yeah.
I think we're also always curious about what we don't know, and so like it's really hard to comprehend for most people. It's really hard to comprehend killing people and like serial killing, and so like trying to understand that is interesting.
Yeah. My mom listens to a lot of those kind of things, and whenever I ask her, she just is like, I always find it so interesting just to see the way that these people thought and see why they did what they did in each move they made.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, I don't know. It's a similar reason. Oh, this is gonna throw us a little off topic, but it's a similar reason to why you would watch like Death Note, because it's just it seems like a puzzle, and you want to see how they got to the end, even though it's like kind of terrible.
Yeah,
you just want to know how it happened because it's like a puzzle.
It's just so far off from what a normal person would do, right? Because generally people tend to value life to a very full extent, right? And so it's so far off from what a normal person would do that it's like it's in some way it's just like really interesting to us because of how far off it is from the normal way that people are. Which makes it really interesting, and which is one of the reasons why I enjoy watching Criminal Minds and enjoy, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Dexter, but Dexter is one of my favorite TV shows because it's literally about a serial killer. But
yeah, I know the premise. I haven't watched through it though.
Yeah.
I've heard the last like season or two were pretty bad.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
All right, well, getting back to real life serial killers.
Yeah, let's do this.
I don't know if Rex, you've heard of this guy. I just stumbled across him, the information about him, but the Axeman of New Orleans.
Oh
no, the Axeman of New Orleans. You know who I'm talking about?
Jazz it, you better jazz it. They talked about him on Unsolved BuzzFeed, but Shane and Ryan, they're on the Watcher now.
Gotcha.
Are we talking about jazz now? James and I are now interested.
Yo, you like jazz?
New Orleans jazz, Count Basie, let's breathe. No, he's Kansas City, bro. I'm a moron,
bro.
No. The Axeman of New Orleans killed 6 people and left
X-Men?
6 injured. Yeah, the X-Men.
Shut up,
X-Men.
Dude. Axeman.
X-Men. We're saying the same thing.
Oh my gosh.
All right, anyways,
just keep going.
He was never caught, but the thing that stuck out to me was the victims were usually attacked with their own axe. Like, it was an axe that belonged to them that he would steal and then kill them with. And that just seems like interesting to me.
That is good
he
way
was
of
like,
avoiding
I don't
fingerprints.
even want to like No, I mean, it was before fingerprints. It was like the 1920s.
Oh shoot.
There wasn't that fingerprints in the 1920s.
Yeah, dude. Don't you know everyone before 1927 didn't have fingerprints?
Anyways, yeah, it kind of sucks to have your axe
That's actually-
stolen and then killed in the same day. It's a lot.
So,
It's a bad day.
It's just a long day,
Murder.
dude.
You think-
Man, I got my axe stolen.
do you think he bragged about it? He was like, "Hey, I got your axe."
He just
Yeah, while he was
murders you.
chopping someone's head off, just goes, haha, got your axe.
My
So
God.
bad. That's so bad.
Why? We should not be joking about this.
So Cameron, do you know? Did they catch him? Like, do
No.
you know?
They have a letter that he wrote. The first line of it goes as such: "They have never caught me, and they never will. They have never seen me, for I am invisible, even as the ether that surrounds your earth. I am not a human being, but a spirit and a demon from the hottest hell. I am what you Orleanians and your foolish police call the Axeman."
Did they catch him?
No.
Bruh.
Dang, that'd have been really funny.
That would have been really funny. That's kind of creepy though.
Yeah, he talks a bunch about like Greek mythology, and it's kind of weird. Oh, I see what Rex. I see the jazz stuff now.
Jazz is amazing.
He was really fond
1920.
of jazz.
Oh shoot, bro.
Eric,
I
you're
have
gonna
to like
become
him
a
now.
serial killer. Well,
So basically, if like no one had like their own record player, they would all like just flood, the jazz bar areas, I guess you would call them then, and like they were just packed to the brim. Like no one else could get in because they were so packed.
just to listen to jazz.
Yeah, so they
Yeah,
wouldn't die.
jazz was so popular.
That's
Yeah.
insane. Wait, and is that where he found his victims then?
No. So he liked jazz, and he's like, if y'all don't listen to jazz on this certain day while I'm gone, I'll find out if no one did, and then those people will die. So everyone went to like go to the jazz areas, right, where they play jazz, and they would just fill them to the brim if they didn't have any like jazz record players at home.
Oh, to
I'm
avoid
sorry.
getting killed by this dude?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
insane.
I'm sorry, the way Rex said no to Cameron was so good.
I'm sorry that I'm Southern.
No, it was
No, you're
so...
fine.
No, it wasn't that you were Southern.
I
It was
encourage
just
it.
so clear. It was like, no, what is wrong with you?
I didn't
Like-
know.
So good.
Oh
No.
my God. That's
But
interesting.
yeah, that's actually insane.
So, how did he do his killings?
What? With an axe.
Like, what was the murder weapon?
Do you guys really find that funny?
No,
No.
not at all.
Don't entertain him. Okay, you're just encouraging his.
I'm sorry.
Eric,
Sorry.
you entertain me by your existence.
Ooh.
Oh my.
That wasn't how you were supposed to take it, but okay, okay.
Well, does anyone else have any specific serial killers they
Yeah, man. So like we can
that are
totally
their
keep
favorites?
thinking about serial killers on the small scale, like 3 to 50 people or whatever, or we can go big, bro.
How big are we talking?
Okay.
What?
I'm sorry. You said 3 to 50 people.
That 50
Do you
is
know
a
of
lot.
do you know of a serial killer that's killed more than 50 people? Because I would definitely like to hear about this.
Actually, how many did H.H. Holmes kill?
I don't know.
Oh.
Wait, Eric, I was
Rex, do
expecting
you
an
know
answer.
this?
Yeah, the most prolific
Oh.
modern serial killer is arguably Dr. Harold Shipman, with
Ooh.
218 probable murders and as many as 250.
Dang.
But
Yeah, I
he's
was about to say.
actually convicted of 15. But I was thinking, like, let's go freaking Genghis Khan, bro.
Oh my
it's
God.
not a
Hey,
freaking-
Eric,
oh my
you're
gosh.
done.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
We
if
already
you wanna
talked
talk real
about
numbers,
dictators.
bro,
Go
you
back
wanna
to
talk about
episode 1 for
real
dictators.
Why was
Yeah,
I not in
There's-
that episode, bro? Why was I not in that episode?
Because he didn't want to be. Also,
what'd you
H.H.
say?
Holmes,
Oh.
it looks like H.H. Holmes killed between 20 and 200 people.
Those are rookie numbers.
H.H.
Jeez.
Holmes was
Is that the
guy.
guy with the hotel house?
Yes, it is.
That's
the
what
murder
I
house.
thought. That is terrifying.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
America's first serial killer. Super interesting
Cameron.
dude.
Is
He
that a real
basically-
place, though?
What?
Yes.
Wait, I'm
Well,
interested.
not the murder house, but I can't remember her name, but she had arthritis. Okay, so I'll just give y'all the full story since I've already seen the video and like done my own research about this, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this lady, like okay, by this point, her husband's dead because I can't remember that far back. So by this point, her husband's dead. She has arthritis, and she goes to like the seance thing, and she's like, and like the seance lady is like, if you don't, these like demon spirits want you to build a house, and if you start building this house, you die. And like, so she went to California, and it's there. It looks like a modern day Disneyland type house, like in the early morning and like afternoon, but at night it's so creepy. Like, they still have the bed where she died too. And like, she would build all these like little trap door type areas, I guess. Like, doors would lead to nowhere. There would be mirrors. Stairs would go up and down, leading to absolutely nowhere. Like, for example, stairs would go up to the ceiling.
That's
to like, I guess, confuse the spirits or demons that were haunting her.
So wait, did she kill anybody, or was she just a weirdo who made a weird house because she was
Uh,
haunted?
Yeah, I think she was just haunted by like, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm gonna say that it was she couldn't get over that her husband is dead. So she just kept, trying to keep herself busy, I guess.
Interesting.
There's also Samuel Little, who confessed to 93 murders, and he died at 80.
Holy crap.
Holy crap.
93.
What did he do?
Between homicides between 1970 and 2005.
Oh my gosh.
And then at least 50 have been verified by law enforcement.
Dang.
Oh my gosh.
He died
so
3 years
many.
after I was born. That is
Efficient.
oh my god.
That's
insane. Sorry.
What's his name?
Samuel Little.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's recent.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, did you guys hear about the whole thing with the Slenderman kids? That whole incident?
Oh my god,
Yeah,
yes.
I watched the
Wait,
documentary.
That was so interesting.
I was a kid when that happened.
Yeah, it was like back in 2010, maybe 2012.
Mm-hmm.
These two kids lured their friend out into the woods and almost killed her. They were like 10, by the way.
I thought they did kill her.
No, I think she survived.
Oh, she.
Because I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
she
a
might
biker
have
found
survived.
her.
She might
Yeah, I
have
think she
survived.
crawled and a biker found her, but they
Yeah.
claimed that like Slenderman told them to. And there were like disturbing pictures and drawings found all around their room.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
There was one girl in specific that was like the main one.
Yep.
That was like quote unquote speaking to Slenderman and saying that
Yeah, I
Slenderman
think
was
it was
like
the older
whole thing.
one.
Yeah. And then the younger one just kind of like followed.
Went along with it.
Yep.
That's from like
Yeah.
Milwaukee area, isn't it?
I think
That's
so. I think it's from
insane.
Milwaukee area. They recently hold on. Slenderman stabbing. Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't.
Yeah,
I mean that's very far from where I live, but like I don't like
Yeah.
But like that's
Still.
I mean, the Midwest and serial killers, man. There's like
Dude,
Yeah.
we have a thing
That's
for
true.
the serial killers of the world.
we have a thing
Yeah,
for
it
them.
was in 2014. Two 12-year-old girls lured their friend. Yeah,
Ugh.
I mean that was 7 years ago. That's
That's still
crazy
like
recent.
crazy recent. Holy
Yeah, stabbed her 19 times.
man. How many was
That's
Caesar?
not the thing is that like when that's overkill. Like that's not even. I mean,
she
Apparently-
didn't die.
apparently
I was
it's
gonna
not
say she didn't
overkill.
die, so like.
Yeah.
Wait, how many times was Caesar stabbed? 23? They got 4 more. That's a bad
So
joke.
close.
That's a bad joke.
That's a bad joke.
Okay.
I'm
Because
I mean, it's amazing that she lived. Like, it's
Yeah.
amazing that she lived.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
good that she lived. Very happy.
yeah, that's a weird story. The documentary's kind of boring, but it is like crazy to hear about.
Yeah.
Because Dylan's probably not gonna let this go. John Wayne Gacy, who's also from the Midwest, was a serial killer, and he killed 33 plus. There's a bunch of unconfirmed bodies that they don't know whether they're his or not. But he's kind of got a crazy story. Dylan would probably be better at like talking about it a ton, but it basically like the main part is that my hometown, where me and Dylan both reside, is where he buried. They're considered like that. A bunch of bodies are buried there, but they haven't found them yet. And they're like,
that's creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Dylan
so
was
like
talking to me about it. He said that that basically like John Wayne Gacy was like a temp worker / construction kind of person, and potentially buried bodies in the cement that he poured, which is even crazier to think about.
Yeah, that's really creepy.
Speaking of John Wayne Gacy, though, I actually have two connections to that guy. One of them's a little closer than I'm comfortable with, but I'll share anyways. The first one was that I was in this weird museum made out of a house, all about the paranormal and serial killers. It was really dark. And on display, they had John Wayne Gacy's Bible that was taken from him.
I don't like that.
And I got to sift through his Bible and read the notes, because he claimed to be a Christian. And it was some pretty creepy stuff in there. I don't remember it all, partially because I didn't sleep for about a week. But that creeped me out hard. But that was creepy. The second part is that my dad's like high school ex-girlfriend, like the girl he dated in high school.
Yeah, I'm glad you prefaced that, because when you said my dad's ex-girlfriend, like he's still married.
The girl that my dad dated in high school, to clarify, her grandma actually rented a house to John Wayne Gacy. In the area that he was doing crimes.
That's terrifying.
That's
crazy.
Is creepy crazy.
I don't like that.
I don't either, but yeah.
Accurate.
That's actually really creepy.
Yeah, it was really creepy, especially because it was pretty close to where, like, because he had multiple houses where he would keep bodies, and he would rent from multiple people from all over the Midwest. Well, this one house in specific was a little closer than you guys are thinking to our native land, to put it in anonymous terms. Like in the same town I lived in like 6 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
like same town.
Oh.
Walking distance. Yeah.
Okay.
A little creepy. Just
That's a little creepy. I don't like that.
No, not me neither. Does anybody else have any input though on John Wayne Gacy? Because that's about as much as I know about him. I don't actually know too much about what he did.
Every time I hear his name, I think of John Wayne.
His costumes and art, if you want to call it that, is on display at the East Alcatraz Museum in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and he would like dress up. He would dress up as like clowns and stuff.
Yes, Pogo the Clown, and then I can't remember the other one's name. I think it's Spot.
No wonder I was
Sorry.
afraid of clowns. It's built into my DNA.
Oh, that's yeah, but he's a really messed up guy.
Didn't he also kill primarily children?
I also don't remember.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah,
because he would like take them from their birthday parties, I believe.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
No, that's
You
good.
just traumatized Caleb. I think I knew that.
Sorry.
I'm never having a birthday party ever again. All right.
You're not a child. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, don't have any more.
Oh my
Dang.
gosh.
Okay. So to move to a different serial killer, because I really wanted to talk about this guy because he's my favorite serial killer. That sounds really weird to say. I shouldn't say it like that.
We gotta stop saying favorite there.
Yeah. He's my favorite in that I think he was probably one of the first celebrated serial killers, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so you guys, I guarantee all of you have heard who this person is.
We probably all know a lot about this person.
Bro, you better not have stolen mine.
Probably. Okay, well, mine is Ted Bundy.
Oh no, never mind. You're good.
Okay, good. So Ted Bundy, really interesting story. And
Did you say celebrated?
He kind of
Yes.
was.
Eric, keep up.
yes,
What the
like
frick?
celebrate, like people were
You
in
do
love with him.
podcasts on Tuesdays.
Yes.
Like
If I
literally.
could butt in
dur-
as well, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
go ahead. Go ahead. No, you're good.
Okay, so on topic of the Ted Bundy being celebrated thing, Richard Ramirez was also celebrated for
Oh,
being
yeah.
like this hot, attractive dude or whatever.
Yeah.
Like women would literally like open their shirts to show their chest to him as he was driving in the police cruiser to the station after he was ransacked and pummeled and then put in the police car.
That is so messed up. What the freak?
I think Ted Bundy was treated in a similar way because he was so like praised
Yeah.
for being charismatic and hot and all that.
And white.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing was is that like there was so much evidence for him that it was him, but like people still were like, I don't know.
I don't care
Like,
if he's hot.
yeah, he
Like,
seems like such a nice
no.
person. He doesn't seem like he could have done it. Like da 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 da. And it was like,
He had a child in prison.
Wait, like while
yes,
he was in
yes,
prison?
yes, he did.
He had
yeah,
a child?
yeah. Yeah.
Like the security guard would turn away. Actually, there was one security guard turned away and then another just staring and watching. And I think that is one of the most creepiest things I've ever heard.
That is insane.
Wait,
Well,
as he
he
did what in
was-
prison?
While he was having
Yes.
sex in prison.
Yes.
That's insane.
The things that make babies. Yeah, and so his story is really insane. There's a film. Zac Efron actually played Bundy in probably
that's what I
the
thought.
more recent one in 2019, and it's really really good. From I've seen it, it's like it's really messed up because even though you know he's a bad person, you kind of root for him, and it's weird saying that as someone who had like seen the movie and knows all this. Like when you watch the movie, you're like, wait, did he actually do it? Because they very much put it up in a really good way, of like making you wonder whether he actually did it, and it's very well done.
Yeah,
It
that
sounds like
movie
it.
that movie creeped me out because it had me feeling, especially because they casted Zac Efron. Like,
If you look up Ted Bundy and Zac Efron next to each other,
oh my god,
it's insane. Like
spitting
actually?
image.
Hold on, let me
yes,
look.
they look very similar. Like it's weird how similar they actually look. But yeah, he's just really interesting. Just like to look at like some of the quotes of like why he did what he did, and like I mean.
Yeah, his interviews are wild.
Yeah, and that's another one on Netflix. They have his interviews and stuff in like kind of like a documentary more style of like what that whole thing.
Yo, he's
But it's
kind of ugly. I don't see the.
Well, think about it. Think about like in the 50s, you know.
Bro, this was not the 50s, dude.
Actually, it was like the 60s, 70s. I think it was more, I think it was his killings were more during the 70s.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Even when he had his Viking beard, what?
Yeah, bro.
He had a Viking beard at one point. That is insane.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's
what I
creepy.
found most interesting, and like this is just interesting to me, because I think it's true in like a lot of ways, just from what I've seen on like Criminal Minds and like from what I've heard and stuff like that, is he was like he grew up in a, the scary part is he grew up in a normal home, like his mom was a normal person, nice, everything was fine. Like his dad, I'm pretty sure his dad was around for most of his life. He might have died. I'm not totally positive on that. Never mind. His father was not in his life. So his father wasn't in his life, but like his mom was a nice person, kind of normal. Everything was fine, for the most part, other than his father not being there, right? And he was like, I bet like you're gonna see more people like me strictly because of the access to pornography that is in this world. Like he literally is quoted saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
Of like,
Yeah, those interviews are wild.
yeah, like he
That's
treats
insane.
that to, which is crazy to think about.
Because he like just wanted more and more and more, and he couldn't
Yeah,
get enough. So
And
he kept-
eventually, just sex wasn't enough.
That's
And-
crazy.
Yeah. It's weird. weird stuff. Like probably the worst one was like he ended up killing a 14-year-old girl, and it was just so messed up when I read that. I was like, what the frick, dude? And in the movie, they really not emphasize it, but they like talk about how that was one of his victims, and they're like, it's just really messed up. And the way he killed people, like, just if you get a chance, looking into like some of the things he did is horrifying.
Yeah.
Literally so
On-
bad.
On the topic of relatable serial killers, have any of you watched the show You on Netflix?
Yeah, I was
heard
thinking
about it,
about
but
that.
Dude,
I can't do
That
that, dude.
show
That
is
scares me.
so good.
Because he's so likable, bro.
Yeah, and like the first season, like the second season, you kind of know what's up. In the first season, you're like you know what's happening, but like you want him to win, kind of. Like it's really weird, but like he's just so charismatic, and he's like nice to other people, like that kid, and you're just like I like this person, but then like you have to keep reminding yourself like I can't like this person. He's a stalker. He's doing these really bad things.
He kills
Super.
people. Like,
Yeah, he
literally.
does. Yeah,
Spoil it. No,
super interesting.
Yeah, I would
Okay,
say
that first season has been out for
Yeah.
a long time.
no, and it's not. And also, that was not even a spoiler.
I was gonna say that is the literal like second scariest kind of serial killer in my opinion. Is the charismatic one who you don't expect it to be. The scariest
Yeah.
being the one
And-
that James has. That freaks me the
Well,
hell
the
out.
creepy part is that while Ted Bundy was killing people, he was like he was going to law school, and he had a girlfriend that like the whole time had no idea.
That's insane.
It's definitely
No,
weird.
she suspected. Like there's like they've come out and she's like, at one point I kind of suspected, but I figured it probably wasn't him. But I figured I would. Like she reported it. She anonymously reported him to the police in like a super anonymous way that like wasn't like, oh, maybe it could be him, maybe it couldn't, you know. But like it's just weird that he did so much well with her and she had no idea. And she like had a
Yeah.
kid and everything, not with him, but like he like was around her kid a lot and took care of them.
That's
And
terrifying.
yeah,
Dang.
imagine growing up and hearing about that. Like,
The person who you used to hang out with as a kid when I had to work, yeah, that was Ted Bundy. Like that.
That's
that
crazy.
Yeah.
That would be so weird, so like terrifying.
yeah, and the other part that's like really crazy is that it was so hard to catch him because he went over state lines, and this was before police systems kind of talked to each other, right?
Yeah.
And so he was able to get away with it for so long because they didn't connect the murders.
That's even crazier.
Yeah.
Also, what are you talking about? Viking beard.
There's an
In one of the
can't
pictures,
find
he
it.
has a really crazy beard.
Is that might be Robin Williams? Oh no, that's Charles Manson. Never mind.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the same thing.
You know, I
One of the nicest
been a
people on the
long
entire
day.
planet.
no. It wasn't Robin Williams. It was Charles Manson. Not one of the
What?
nicest people
Weird.
in the entire planet.
No.
That's-
I don't know much about Charles Manson, but I know he was a
He was
terrible
not a good dude.
Was he that terrible though?
Yeah, he was pretty nasty. Yeah. Yes.
Rex, do you have any input about Charles Manson?
He's a terrible, terrible man.
Yeah.
And if he was alive, which I think he is, I'm not sure, I would kill him myself.
Oh,
What did he
fair.
do? What did he do? Because I don't know much about him.
I believe he did start a cult.
Yep.
Cannibalism?
nice. Oh my gosh.
Was it cannibalism?
I think it was cannibalism.
I wouldn't be surprised. It sounds familiar.
Oh, he died 4 years ago. What?
Nice.
Dang.
That's insane.
That's funny.
Oh, that cult.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Manson family.
Were they the ones who like did mass suicide or no?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Not sure, but he did try to, in the courtroom, he would try to, act psychotic and like, hey, this is my issue. I'm not a murderer. I'm just psychotic.
Like he wasn't in his
Yeah.
right mind.
Yeah, he would
get
try
out
to
of it.
play that card.
oh.
Interesting.
Obviously didn't work.
He's the one who adopted the Helter Skelter term from the Beatles. and like
What?
made it like derogatory for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Sad thing is, it's actually a pretty good Beatles song. Anyways,
Were both of those two from the Midwest? Ted Bundy and Charles Manson?
Ted Bundy was not.
No,
Manson,
Ted Bundy.
Manson was new.
He was in Florida for a while. That's kind of weird to think about.
Ted Bundy was born in Vermont.
Yeah, he moved around a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lived in Colorado for a while, but he was all over the place.
That's weird to think about.
That's what I'm saying. Like he killed all over the place.
Well, either way, moving away from the Midwest, I'm gonna talk about if you're all good, I want to talk about my favorite serial killer. This is a dude I did a lot of research in during high school. I had to refresh my memory on some of the stuff. But the Zodiac Killer. I'm sure all of you know the
Ooh.
Zodiac Killer. I love this whole thing. I can't say I love the Zodiac Killer. That'd be weird. But like everything surrounding
It's
it.
okay. I don't judge you.
All right, thank you. Then yes, I love the Zodiac Killer. And so his murder started between 1968 and 1969 and ended at about 1974. So he's only really active for about 5 or 6 years. And that's when he like sent all the letters. How, like, do you all know about the Zodiac Killer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
If you don't know about it, there's a brilliant movie on Netflix called Zodiac.
Yeah.
It is a fiction film based on.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was before
It's
Robert Downey
fantastic.
Jr.
Mark Ruffalo!
and Mark Ruffalo were
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
Mark
Marvel
Ruffalo.
universe together, so it was like one of
Wait,
their first
are they
films
both
together.
in that movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
along
Yeah.
with
I
the
gotta-
bad guy in the Spider-Man Far From Home.
Is his name Jake?
Ooh.
What's his name?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
the third
Oh,
one.
holy crap! That's a freaking stellar cast.
It was the
Yeah.
Marvel
Oh, yeah.
lineup before Marvel. I swear, it was so good.
That's such a good cast. I need to see this movie.
It is
Dude, the movie's
amazing,
fantastic.
and it's actually pretty accurate to like how the Zodiac Killer, like how the whole thing went down, but from the perspective of the press, not from the
So
perspective
is it
of the
kind of like
police.
the Ted Bundy movie where it's like
Yeah,
telling his story in a fictional way?
exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that's
It's
cool.
really good, and it's what got me into looking into the Zodiac Killer.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
It also freaked me out.
But the Zodiac Killer is super interesting. I put 2 links in the bottom and some of the coding and stuff. And so one of the so you all know about the codes and stuff, and one of them, the 408 cipher, was cracked in 1969 when it was first released by Donald and Betty Hardin. But the 340 cipher was recently cracked after 51 years.
I heard about that.
Yeah, a 340 cipher. The message was unraveled by a trio of codebreakers: David Orenchak, a software developer in Virginia; Jarl van Eyck, a Belgian computer programmer; and Sam Blake, an Australian mathematician. And so they started in 2006, or at least Orenchak started in 2006, and they've been working for years. And so in 2020, they finally cracked the 340 cipher. Do you want me to read it to you?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. It says, "I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me. That wasn't me on the TV show, which brings up a point about me. I am not afraid of the gas chamber because it would send me to paradise all the sooner. Because I now have enough slaves to work for me where everyone else has nothing when they reach paradise, so they are afraid of death. I am not afraid because I know that my new life will be an easy one in paradise death." So
Yeah, that's creepy.
it's so creepy. This entire time he'd been talking about in all of his letters and stuff that his goal is to kill these people and use them as slaves in the afterlife, in paradise. And so that's kind of quote unquote reasoning behind these murders. And it's super interesting. And so there's one code that still has, or sorry, 2 codes that still have not been cracked to this day. And Orange Shack says is basically impossible. Which I don't know. I think in one sense it's like it's frustrating, but in another sense it's really cool that someone could pull off creating codes that are nearly impossible to crack.
Yeah, well, I know that the two that could basically are impossible to crack are impossible because they're so short. They suspect one of them is actually his name, like his real life name, and he made the code so hard to crack so that he'd be long gone before they figured out who he really was.
Do you think
Yeah.
maybe he just like threw these symbols together to make him think it was a code, but really he was just memeing to throw him off?
Honestly, maybe at first I might have suspected that, but with the fact that they've cracked codes, I don't think so.
Maybe like
I think
one
they're
of them,
legit.
like
Maybe like the short ones are just like a bunch of random symbols, just meant to throw people.
I mean,
off.
that'd be kind of smart. But like, you give like some real ones and they figure them out, and then throw one that's just fake, so they spend a ton of time working on it.
Well, the only one that probably would be his name. So the last link I sent you is to the one with his name, and it says, "This is the Zodiac speaking. By the way, have you cracked the last cipher I sent you? My name is," and then it gives the cipher, and it's 13 characters long, and it's like it's super interesting.
I feel like that would even be dangerous if it was real though, because they'd know his name is some mixture of 13 characters.
It's pretty like impossible.
Yeah.
I would say
It definitely narrows some stuff down.
Yeah,
Or if
but
you
the
threw his
amount
middle
of people
name,
that probably have 13, yeah, like there's so many possibilities that
That's
could be.
fair. I forgot about middle names.
Yeah. I still think it could be Arthur Allen.
Yeah, I was just looking at that was like the best suspect that they had.
Mm-hmm. But again, I don't know. I mean, it's insane, like how well he pulled these off.
Yeah, it really is. He was a creative person, and just like I don't even know how to describe it without, because it was not good things that he did. It was very bad things. That
No,
he did.
not at all.
I also
I
feel
would
like
do
it
37
started.
times the chest.
I feel like the taxi driver one always got me as like random. Like why?
Was it actually the Zodiac Killer though?
Yeah,
I think it was.
because the Zodiac Killer mailed a piece of like bloodied shirt to the police, or to the media, to the press, and was basically like, they did a blood test. It was the taxi driver. So like, unless somebody else mailed that to the.
I mean, yeah,
press.
it's possible though.
Well, the other thing is, like, looking at some of his writings, it doesn't look like he had much of a specific target, because he killed two sets of couples, and then a third set they got away. Well, yeah.
It was one person in each of the first two couples lived, and one person, like in the first one the girl died, the guy lived. In the second one, I'm pretty sure the guy lived as well, and the girl died, or maybe that's backwards. But
I gotcha.
Like, and then I think Rex, do you have any information that could help us?
No, but I think it's funny that they think, or might possibly think, his name is Gary. I just think that's hilarious.
Gary.
That is pretty good.
You think they just pulled that from a hat?
Yeah.
All right, what's his name? Gary.
Gary. We'll go with
We
that.
got 25 names in a hat. Just pick one.
Send
it out.
Oh my gosh.
Well, okay, so what do you guys think about the whole, like, bringing slaves into the afterlife?
That's just messed up. Like,
I think it's moronic. Like what? Like how the
moronic,
frick you come to
ironic.
that?
That's so funny.
How is it ironic? Never mind.
You'll
Okay,
learn later. You'll understand later, Eric.
You'll understand later. It's okay.
What?
There's a thing called.
I don't know. Like, how the frick does he come up with that idea?
Yeah, I forgot how to talk. Come back to me. Before we
there's
end,
a lot more serial killers.
is there one last serial killer that anyone wants to bring up that they find like super interesting?
So Jack the Ripper.
Actually,
oh my gosh.
Actually, though, Jack the Ripper, the whole idea that Jack the Ripper is H.H. Holmes, I think that's a super interesting theory.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Well, okay. Have you like looked into that theory at all?
No,
Okay. So they were right around the same time period, right? And so H.H. Holmes is a doctor, or was a doctor, and to be able to kill the way Jack the Ripper did,
yeah.
he would have had to go to schooling, right? And so
Yeah,
like, there's this whole theory.
he would like they said that they're pretty positive he was some kind of doctor because the way he cut the throat was like so precise.
Well,
Very
that
well
and the bowels.
Yeah, that whole thing too. Explain that, James, because I don't think Eric knows.
Oh, so Jack the Ripper.
He goes, nope.
Okay, do you know who Jack the Ripper is, Eric?
A little.
Okay, he was a infamous serial killer in London, in like the mid to late 1800s. They never caught him. Man, I used to know a lot more about this, but he would kill prostitutes and he would slit their throats, and he would also slit their bowels. And it was pretty grotesque. But right around the same time that he stopped killing was about the World Fair. I mean, give or take a little bit. I mean, there's
This is all.
Isn't there a big book about this?
No, you're thinking of Devil in the White City. That's different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We're talking the first World's Fair.
Okay.
Yes. And so then H.H. Holmes comes along in the World Fair, and he creates his murder castle. And it's just, there's a theory. I don't know how realistic it is.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like crazy because they talk about how like the reason why they think it's someone is because like from 3 of the victims, the way that the organs were removed from the stomach were so like surgical.
Yeah. That
they're fairly positive that it had to have been someone that knew something about it. It's like crazy. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just
Anyway.
I just thought of Jack the Ripper because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's really interesting.
If we did another podcast, or we did another something like this, I would love to do more research into H.H. Holmes and Jack the Ripper and talk more about it because I think it's a super interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if people enjoy this serial killer topic, tell us, and we'll definitely do it again. Maybe get some of the other podcasters in here.
Yeah, make a part 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Make a part 2. But other than that, I think we're gonna wrap up for this episode.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Rex, thanks again for
Rex,
joining us.
Thank you very much for joining
thanks,
us.
Rex.
Thank you for allowing me to join. I have been shaking this entire time, but it's been great.
It's
No,
been
it was
awesome
awesome.
having
You did
you.
a good job.
You're
You did a
our
really good
number
job.
one
Yeah.
supporter right now, so it was awesome having you on.
Well, thank you all for joining us now, and we will see you later.
We will
Wow.
see you later.
Wow, that was
That was pretty bad.
that was pretty
liked
bad.
that.
That was James, we're letting you have the intro. I don't know.
Here, let me do it. Okay,
Alright,
okay,
what you
go ahead.
got, Eric?
Yeah, go ahead.
Goodbye, everyone.
No, freaking Eric.
Oh
Bro.
my god.
Bro.
Oh,
yes.
No, we should make
Okay.
a sister podcast called Later Chat.
All I
And
want to
it
say
goes right after this.